Why is a forum like OFC so important to continue dialogue and make business happen within the United States and members of the diaspora?
When you meet and you bring people together, as OFC has done, with the panelists that it has, it makes and gives opportunities that others may not have realized existed. For example, it is important for me as a member of Congress to be here and to meet many of the businesses that are here. I can talk about what's going on in Washington and what's happening. They can tell me what's happening in their everyday lives on the ground, and then we can figure out how collectively we can make it better. And that's what this is the kind of forum that OFC puts together. You've got knowledgeable people on all areas, knowing all opportunities that may be available, and knowledgeable individuals people who want to do business around the world. And that to me is just a tremendous opportunity.
Is it quite plausible then to say that as a result of some of these meetings that new public policy can be created when thought leaders get together and they come up with these brilliant ideas that perhaps we can take to our United States government to work in tandem with international government?
Well, absolutely. I think that as a result, I spoke at last year's meeting, and some information from there was influential in pieces of legislation that I pushed forward subsequent thereto. Especially when I go around to places on the continent of Africa, for example. Since I serve as the chair of the International Monetary Policy and Trade, I always keep in mind those opportunities and think of individuals who I met from the conference on to what we do on a daily basis. Not only that, one of the biggest connections that I've had to the conference of last year, I met some people last year. We've been in continuing contact. I talked to them, and as a result of that contact of last year, I hired a staff member. Had I not been at the conference, I wouldn't have met the person who recommended someone who's now the staff person for the subcommittee of which I chair. The subcommittee I chair has jurisdiction over the World Bank, the IMF, and all of the other international financial institutions. And what we're doing now is trying to leverage them to do the right things for many of the countries that are in sub-Saharan Africa, but also where there can be partnerships with businesses, primarily minority businesses in America, with some of the plans and projects that's being done in sub-Saharan Africa. And I think that very definitely is and being done, but need to be done at a greater level. This kind of conference where you've got people from the diaspora here and businesses here is the right kind of forum to bring those together.